Hey everyone, should you summon for Bunny Erica? The short answer is no, unless you're preparing for a real-time arena or PvP defense. So if you're a new player, I would suggest that you summon the original Erica or Heidi. And if you're thinking about doing PvP in the future, I would suggest that you try to reroll for Felicia. That's the current banner that's out right now. The reason why I would not suggest this for new players is because she's mainly for PvP. However, she can be used for PvE content because her ultimate, if you use Astro Gen powers, it ignores effect resistance. However, her damage is based on speed and the target speed. So if your speed's not higher than the enemies, her speed will actually be lower. And she needs insane speed. Currently, I think I would recommend at least 240 speed along with 100% crit chance and at least 280 plus crit damage. Now, if you're going to summon for PvP, then you basically need this at you basically need an exclusive bond, because this will help increase the crit chance and it will lower the enemy's astrogen powers, so this could hinder their combos. This is very useful in real-time PvP, but if you're not into PvP, then you can use Akane's exclusive bond, which also increase crit chance but 5% more, which is better. And it also helps with her second ability when using a non-attack skill, increases her own action gauge by 14% and gives her a shield, so this could potentially help her survive longer. So the only person that could use this bond to its full potential is Akane or the new Bunny Erica. So if you're interested in trying to climb the ranks of PvP and you have insane speed gears and you have these units, so if you want to summon Bunny Erica, you would need Gale, Springtime Mina, and you could bring any mage like Odia, Jocelyn, or basically any mage that has the 4-star bond, the first flutter. Now you could leave it at 10 astrogen or 20 depending on if you are going to use her exclusive, because her exclusive gives 10 astrogen powers. So if you are able to activate her ability, it will ignore effect resistance, removing immunity buffs on the enemy's team, and powerful buffs like immortality, like Clone Dildry. So if you find that annoying, you can use her ultimate to remove those buffs guaranteed without needing effect hit rate, because she already needs a lot of stats. So the reason is, if you're using Bunny Erica, Springtime Mina, and Gale, you're basically going to one-shot the enemy's team, and if not, they're probably already dead, because when you use Bunny Erica's second skill and chain it into her ultimate, Springtime Mina's passive will activate when an allied member accepts out using an AoE attack. So if Bunny Erica goes first, Springtime Mina will put a bomb on everyone, and then you can chain it into her ultimate, which ignites the bomb and pretty much stuns the enemies. And if you use Astrogen powers, you're basically guaranteed to have the bombs land, because your enemies won't have any immunity buffs or anything. And at the same time, most likely the enemies will fall under 40% HP with Gale. So then she will cut in, allowing her to finish off the enemies with her ultimate. And if they somehow still survive because you're fighting tanky teams like Guardian Ariel, they're probably already stunned, so your last character, or Dia or whoever, will be able to finish them off. Or if not, then pretty much they're pretty much still dead on your next turn, because they're stunned and they're, not gonna have any HP left after the bomb, stuns, and all the AoEs you have used with this team, with Gale, Springtime Mina, and Bunny Erica. So the best equipments for her is speed and crit. But if somehow you get a ton of crit on your equipments, then you don't need crit set, and you can go for more survivability with HP set or immunity. However, she doesn't really need immunity because she gives it to her team with a skill 2, but you mainly want speed. However, if you're like me and you just can't get any PvP equipment, then I suggest that you don't really summon this unit. For example, this is a speed set that you want. However, if you're unlucky like me, so I'm going to show you. As you can see, all my equipments, if you're unlucky, has avoided speed. It has avoided speed and went to flat HP. It went low rolls on speed, like once. It avoided speed upgrade, and it avoided speed upgrade. As you can see, you are missing a ton of speed if you're unlucky. This is why my speed type teams are just unbelievably slow, because it's so incredibly difficult to get speed. Which is why I rarely do PvP, but when I do get some good PvP equipment, then I can start climbing higher than Gold and Challenger rank. But ideally, you want at least 240 speed, so let's just say for casual players, I would say at least 220. But 220 is still kind of on the low side, so if you could get somehow 10 speed on all your equipment. So let's see, so I get 6 more speed here, 2 more speed here, 4 more speed here, that'd be 6 more speed, and 6 more speed. So I could get like about 20 plus speed, which will bring me to 220 speed, 220 plus speed, which is actually difficult to get 10 speed in every equipment. Now, if you're going for 240 speed, you basically need, on average, 15 to 20 plus speed on every equipment, which is insanely difficult, which means you need max rolls on your speed stat. This is why in this game it's more difficult to do PvP than in a game like Rise of Arrows, because in Rise of Arrows, once you get the max speed and you upgrade your equipment, everything stays maxed out. You don't have to worry about low rolls and going on the wrong stats when you're trying to upgrade an equipment. So these are the stats you kind of want for Bunny Erica. You want speed, crit damage, and either HP and maybe effect hit rate, but you really don't want effect hit rate. You really want something like attack percent if possible. So speed, crit damage, attack, and either HP, and if you can't find those stats, then it will be the effect hit rate and defense if you can't get HP attack. The final thing is, if you're someone that focuses more on PvE and you think you want to do PvP in the future, then you should go ahead and summon. But if you just like the character, then you go for collection, and you can use her for PvE stuff as well. But she's not going to be like amazing like someone like the original Erica or Heidi. Now, if you're thinking about PvP, but you don't have the Springtime Mina Bomb Gale combo that I mentioned, and you're planning to do PvP in the future, I would suggest that you just summon Felicia instead, if possible, if you're re-rolling and a new player. But if you're a regular mid player and you're not sure, go with Felicia instead, unless you could get the insane speed stat required to use her, because Bunny Erica, you basically want her to go first on your team, so she could remove all the enemy's buffs that is removable, so that then your next fast unit is going to pretty much obliterate the enemy's team, because they will have all defense break, especially if you use the Astrogen power, because it will ignore resistance and it will guarantee defense down. The reason why I would suggest Felicia over Bunny Erica is because Felicia is more easier to use for PvP. So if you have Hinamori still, if you've been playing and you got the Hinamori character collab unit, so this is Hinamori and she protects slot 4 from dying. So basically, even if the enemies go first, she will protect Felicia from dying, and most likely Felicia is going to counter the enemy, because the enemy are most likely going to crit you with Bunny Erica, and Felicia will just guarantee counter back. Plus, with Felicia, you could build up pure damage and she's just going to one-shot everything. Now, you could put Absorb Set, or you could have the Warrior's Bond that when she falls below 50% HP, she can heal back some HP based on how much damage she has made. You can also use someone like Darlene as well. So you have Hinamori, Darlene. These two units can protect slot 4 from getting stunned and dying, which is insanely annoying if you are going with the Felicia combo. So Hinamori, Darlene, Felicia, and then you could have a tanky healer, such like Myra, Joyce, Dawn, which will make it pretty difficult to kill Felicia, because she's going to be constantly protected by these units. Now, if you are also into PvP, it is important to get Bunny Erica, because it will counter Lana. Lana is the one on the left of Julia. You already know people are using Lana to try to get a first turn, but Bunny Erica will have the speed advantage. So most likely, if you are having trouble fighting someone with a Lana, because most likely a Lana team is kind of slower, because they're relying on Lana to push their team up, Bunny Erica will counter this, because she's going to be faster and most likely kill Lana instead. And if you're doing the Gale Springtime Mina combo, pretty much dead, easy win. You can use Lana and Bunny Erica in one team, but it defeats the purpose, because Bunny Erica is already going to be so fast, and by then you should already have 2 other fast characters that can push themselves, like Jocelyn, Gale, and Springtime Mina. so you basically don't even need Lana. It's just a waste of slot. And like I said, Lana is not even that good to begin with, but if you are into PvP, this is going to be a much better unit than Lana to use, especially when you're doing real-time PvP rankings when it comes out, because most likely you're going to outspeed with Bunny Erica, and you're going to cancel the enemy's Lana combo unless they ban Bunny Erica, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't ban her because most likely the enemy is going to pick her first before you could even choose Bunny Erica. Or you're just going to outright ban Lana if you feel that you're going to be fighting a really fast enemy team. So that's basically it. So if you're wondering if you should summon for her and you have some of the tickets, I would not suggest it. But if you feel that you just want it for the collection, then that's also an option. But realistically speaking, if you're just using it for PvP content, it's not going to be amazing. But if you're going for PvP, just know that you need insane stats for her to work. And she's not a bad character, but she's not the best either, because she can survive with her skill 2. It's just units in the future will probably cancel her out as well, because they're going to have like abilities like when using non-attack skills, damage your team or something like that. So just keep that in mind for future PvP references. And if you absolutely don't care for PvP, then and you're just rerolling right now, just summon for this Erica right here, the original Erica, and maybe Heidi, but it should be prioritized Erica first, and then if you have extra, you can summon for Heidi and Felicia. And for Bunny Erica, if you have extra gems, you can go ahead and summon. And if you're just going for collection, you can go ahead and summon. But if not, then you could skip. And if you're into PvP, like really into PvP, then this is actually a must summon unit. And you need her bonds. And it's suggested that you also get more potentials for her, because she actually needs more attack. If you're going for pure speed, this will actually boost her damage, because she's actually going to be doing like low damage if you're not like high speed and at least 3000 attack power, which I think is only possible with triple S. But if you only get one copy, I think you can get up to 2500 to 2800-ish attack power, but that's going to be insane. Like every upgrade needs to be the max rolls when you upgrade. Or if you really want to use her, then you would need to buy the $100 speed package, equipment package, which will save you the grind. However, you still need to be lucky when you're upgrading, because it could still be ruined, like what I showed you with my clone Janice. You're gonna have like some trash. It's gonna like avoid speed, and then you're gonna have like a slow Bunny Erica, which is gonna be absolute dog water damage, because her damage is based mostly on speed. And that's about it. So summon if you want to do PvP and real-time arena, and skip if you're not really into that, and summon if you just want to go for collection and maybe PvP in the future. That's it for this video, and thanks for watching.